Hope all is well. We are harvesting stevia. Welcome to the live, everyone. Dr. Eve here. Hope all is well. We are harvesting stevia. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things well being and building a strong home economy from the soil up. We are so excited to share all the things that we are learning here on the Homestead Mini Retreat space that we are building as a family and as a business. So, yeah, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you to all of those who were on my live this morning and subscribed. You're helping me to increase my numbers because it's hard to believe that after 11 years that I have like so little subscribers, but that's okay because I wasn't over here paying attention, right? So I thank you all for coming into the space and welcome, welcome, welcome. We are indeed harvesting stevia. I just came out of the rain. Yeah, it is pouring down. I went outdoors actually to do some work, and some of that work was to harvest stevia. Two was to put down some seeds, harvest some my grapes, which I did, and they are so good, y'all. The grapes are so good. But the birds been having a pure field day with those grapes, and I believe that if I had not had up the bird netting, they would have eaten them all by now because like my ecosystem is literally a bird sanctuary. There's so many birds out there and they're beautiful. But they left some for me and they have some and I have some. But we are actually harvesting the stevia together because I have to put it into the dehydrator. This is what I have cut today. So I'm really excited. And so what do I do when I harvest my stevia? I literally just cut down half the stalk. It'll branch off and grow another branch. It's just going to get bushier, bigger, taller. Like you see these little suckers right here. Wherever I cut is the suckers will grow and they'll just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger like a tree. But we had to harvest because the more you pick it, the more it grows. Look at this. Let me just give you an example of what I'm talking about. Look at this stevia plant and you will see that all in there are new branches that are going to grow. So this stalk, actually, I probably should have left up there because it was about to grow a whole lot of suckers. I mean, it grew a whole lot of suckers, which means it was about to branch out. You see all those? Can y'all see it? Look at the difference between this one and let me give you another one example and this one. The difference between this one and this one. Can you tell? You see? You see the difference? This one can be a standalone bush by itself. Well, we have a lot. I need to dehydrate some because I want to get as much stevia as I can because this is my sugar replacement. You know, sugar is one of the number one killers in the world. And we eat too much of it. It is dangerous and it's in everything. And one of the goals we have here as a family homestead is to eliminate some of that sugar. Why not? I don't know what that means, sunshine. So yeah, it's that thing. It's that one of those white things that ain't no good for you, right? Another one of those things. So yeah, so I harvested all of this. It is a lot. You just came off sugar and processed foods. How do you feel now that you've come off sugar and processed foods? Do you use a sweetener? Do you grow one? This is fairly not easy to germinate, but it is easy to grow once you germinate it. Like this literally is my stevia live roots from last year. Like you can literally pull up the roots at the end of the season, put them in a pot, and keep and what do you call overwinter them, because that's what they were. They were in a, not a pot, but a big old planter that was not in the ground, because the ground gets really cold. That the stevia may not survive. But when I flipped that pot, call myself flipping it to plant something else in it, I found 7 live roots. And I was like, oh man, I was about to blow it. So, like, even though I picked all of those stevia seeds last year, and I mean, I picked a lot of them, and I'm still trying to figure out, Lord, how do I grow these seeds, because they're very hard to germinate. Um, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I was glad to have those live roots. So what I think I'm now that it's really warm though, I may try again. I may try to see, because it's warm, lay them on a tray of dirt and put a paper towel over them so they won't blow away. A wet paper towel to keep them grounded in the soil, to see if they would germinate. That may be a possibility. That's what I'm thinking about at this very moment. But yeah, Virginia, I'm so happy for you. I am not completely off of sugar yet, and because it was an absolute addiction. And if most people would be honest with themselves, they would realize that we as a world, we're just addicted to sugar, and the more we eat of it, the worse conditions get. And so I am off of processed food, and I do cook most of my food. Like today, we had lentils. Earlier today, I did a live cooking show of me cooking. I guess you can call it a cooking show of me preparing my lentils, and it was so good with white potatoes and my own uh, what do you call that, bone broth, and all the stuff I made. Like I cut back some um, what do you call, grated carrots and celery and um, curry. I didn't put the curry in there. That's what I was looking for. I put cumin in there though. Cumin and miso paste. It was really, 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 really good. Virginia says, I'm still checking out which one to use. I drink Crystal Light and diet soda. Okay, soda of any kind is bad for the belly. So I'm gonna tell you what I'm finding very helpful. I drink a lot of teas. And so because I grow a lot of my own stuff, I grow a lot of my own herbs. So I will mix a blend of herbs together, like my hibiscus. Uh, I get my calisix and my hibiscus straight from my garden. I have 7 roselle trees. So I grow roselle really, really good. But it is also a very good Jamaican. You ever heard of Jamaican roselle? If you've ever heard of that, Jamaican roselle hibiscus is full of vitamin C, and it really is a really good drink. Like, you can actually drink water, you could. So here's what I do. I will take a combination of something that I know my body needs. For example, I struggle a lot with muscle spasms in my hands and in my legs at night when I'm asleep, and I just don't understand where it be coming from, but it be hurting really bad. So I needed to up my magnesium. So because I needed to increase my magnesium and potassium to try to eliminate those crampings, I mix stinging nettle, which I have, hibiscus roselle, which I have, um, what's the other one? Chamomile, and Rios, and an African herb as well. I mixed all 4 of those together and used my French press and made me a tea blend, and I let it sit. Like I had 1 cup, and then the rest of it I let sit, and so it became very concentrated. I take the very concentrated part. Now, you don't have to do this kind of tea because this kind of tea is also going to flush your body. It's going to give you what you need, but it's going to flush your body too, right? If you leave it concentrated, it is going to, but you better stay close to home. But if you just did the hibiscus roselle, which is really good, you could do that the same way and make it a drink, and then use something like, make yourself a I don't know if you've heard of this, but dates. You can use dates. Dates is very concentrated, and you can make like a date sugar or a date syrup. Another thing you could use is agave. I love agave. I use that too. I also grow agave. So whatever you do, you can like, but this stevia is actually sugar. If I give you one of these leaves and it's gonna pop like sugar in your mouth. I mean, it's literally gonna be it's so sweet that it's borderline ridiculous. One leaf, okay? So this is not Splenda. This is stevia. I don't know what Splenda is made of. It could be made of this. But at any rate, this leaf right here, I believe if you put a leaf inside your drink, it would be sweet. So try growing you some of this. Try growing some stevia. Because I am going to dry these leaves, and then what I'm going to do is, just like I just told you to drop the leaf in there, I'm going to drop it in there and see. Because I usually use agave a lot. But in substitute for the drink is what I was trying to share with you. Instead of Crystal Light, get a tea, make a tea blend. Look at all of these. Look at all of these. These was about to become, they were all about to branch out for new leaves. So what am I going to do with these leaves? I'm going to put these in the dehydrator, and it's going to take a while because it's a lot of them. But if I keep, like I said, if I keep cutting and cutting and cutting, I will get a lot of stevia, and I will use this for cakes and pies and things like that. You use this as a substitute, no sugar. You can grind it, like I have dried it and crushed it and made powder out of it as well. Yeah, it's pretty strong too. It's pretty strong. Yeah. What are some other things you've tried? You said you tried Crystal Light. Oh, and diet soda. Yeah, carbonation is bad for the tummy. I like it, but it's bad for me. Let me just say that. So I try not to drink it. The closest I get to it now is a Perrier, or my daughter brought home a drink not long ago, and we mixed it in with lemonade. We don't drink it as like a soda by itself, but we will add it to a drink and make like a spritzer or something, so that we're not drinking all that soda. Does that make sense? I need to see who else is here. Hello, welcome to the live. This is Dr. Eve. And right here on this channel, we talk about all things well-being and building a strong home economy from the soil up, by growing our own foods, learning how to cook better, eat better, save better, all the things so that we can strengthen our family budgets, our family economies, so that we can recycle our money back into our community, whether that community is your family, which it should begin with. You recycle that money back into your family 36 times and become a little Black Wall Street, okay? So, for years, we've just been hit with commercialization. We're always going to buy the next thing, next biggest thing. And the next biggest thing should be strengthening your home budget, your home economy, eating more at home, because they've got us messed up. Y'all, they got us messed up out here, and it is nothing but the truth. We out here just buying and just spending all our money, and we can't, I'm not going to say I can't afford it. I don't want to have to spend that kind of money on nothing. So the way I handle most things is when people go up on prices, baby, I found another way. I find an alternative to the dominant culture because I don't believe I don't succumb. I'm not going to succumb to what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like when the gas prices go up, when I do go out, I'm going to all 5 or 6 places that I needed to go in that one trip. Okay, because we gonna maximize when the gas go up. Or it's better yet if I can walk it, or take a bus, or take a carpool, ride with a friend, somebody, carpool. You know, yeah, we have to do what we have to do. This is why building community of your own, who your people, you know, building your community. Like again, who are your people that you all are looking out for one another so that you can deal with the struggle that's out here that's real for people. And just because you have the money doesn't mean you should spend the money. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to put a poverty mindset on anyone, but I just think I'm smarter, not harder. You know, like I just don't feel like just because they said this is what we going to do, you want to corner the market on this. When they started cornering the market on food, I grew food. I mean, I knew it was coming. God told me to get prepared. So I started learning how to grow food. And now I teach everybody, I teach those people around me how to grow food if they want to grow. But I don't force nobody no more. Because listen, I don't talk till I'm blue in the face like I was, you know, when I was in my younger days. I just don't have the patience no more. But I will come here and share with you and show you the things that I'm doing. Hopefully, if you need support, I am, you know, a human service professional by terminal degree, PhD. And so my job is to connect folks, to help folks, to support folks, to build community, that kind of thing, right? Look at this one, y'all. That one was about to be a bush. Look at that. Y'all see all them suckers? Y'all see that? Y'all see all them suckers on here? Wow. Wow. I wish I had noticed it before I cut it. So the next time I go cutting down branches, I'm not going to just grab a branch. I think I better take my time because that was the tree I was looking for. When I say I be looking for them trees, wow. So it's so sweet. When I tell you it's sweet, mm, it tastes. It's so sweet. It tastes like an artificial sweetener. I ain't lying to you. Woo! It's concentrated. I gotta get it out. Mm. So I would only use that like whew, in some water. You need it in something. You need it in something because if you ever had an artificial sweetener, you know how it leaves a residue. Ooh, that's powerful, and it's definitely sweet. Ooh, tore my whole face up. Yep, tore my whole face up. Oh, that was about the flour. Yeah, that one was about to come. Maybe that's why it's so strong. You see how it was about the flour. It was about to get the flour, and I didn't cut it off. I don't want them to flour yet. I'm not ready for them to flour. I need to get more stevia. For as long, it'll grow all summer till the frost. So we're gonna grow it all summer till the frost, and keep getting and keep cutting and keep dehydrating. We don't get all this sweetener because what happens when we don't have it anymore? What happens when sugar becomes $7 a bag, and in some places it might already be that. I know it's like $4, and they're giving you less, and they charging you more. So they ripping people off big time. And they're not just charging you more; they're giving you less. And I mean, I think even the smartest Einsteins can see that. Ooh, this is so sugary that it's making my fingers sticky. You can make probably. I haven't tried yet, but I'm pretty sure somewhere I can make like a syrup. I probably could put this with a vegetable glycerin and make a whole syrup. Make my own syrup sweetener. I'm pretty sure. You probably can steep this stuff and it probably will become a gel or something. I don't know. The one thing that I really like to make is the hibiscus, the jam from the hibiscus. Oh man, I made so much of that last year. And it is so good on bread. It's like a jam. You make a jam out of it. I got some grapes, but I don't have enough for a jelly. But I've been thinking about making just maybe making it. I don't know. I might try. I don't know if I have enough, but we'll see. I'll think about it. I grew grapes this year. It's my first year getting grapes. I grew a lot of things this year. I'm just so excited about growing food and things and having a different way, not having to, changing my diet, less meat, eat more God's food right off the vine, more whole foods. That's the goal, whole foods, right? The more we eat whole foods, the better. But that comes right off. I don't even have to waste all that time. They come right off. What are you all growing? What are some things that you all are growing? Woohoo! I mean, I have a whole basket. Let's put them chips over there for a minute. Let's just get these leaves off. Yay! That's easy. That's much easier. My hand's so sticky. I had to come in. I was actually outside harvesting. I didn't get the peaches. I was trying to get the peaches and the figs because the birds are eating all the figs, and I'm like, oh, they eating everything. As soon as they see it ripen, they like this yard right here. I guess they're saying, Lord, this is the spot. This is the permaculture. This is where the food is. They call it all their friends over here. That's why so many of them out there. I know that's what they doing. They calling their friends. Y'all see all that? This is my sweetener right here. When I perfect the game, I'm gonna tell y'all about it. When I perfect, when I perfect it, wow, that one was really about to become a bush. Yep. When I perfected how to make the sugar, how to make the sweetener. Probably can just use some water. I don't know. I'm gonna watch a couple of YouTube videos to see how got it going on. How to make a liquid sweetener from stevia, from homegrown stevia. Maybe y'all can go and search and then come back and tell me. Maybe somebody already got the instructions. Cause baby, ain't it's almost like ain't nothing original. Like everything you ever thought about doing, somebody has probably already done it. Now you might have a better way, a quicker way, a money saving way. But most of the time when we have an idea about something, somebody has already had an idea too because it was a problem, right? And that's what we're here to do, solve problems. So when you think about business, which is what I teach people most of the time, is how to utilize even this to become a business, right? Because I sell plants, I sell seeds, I grow vegetables for other people. Yep. All the things. It becomes a business. And I tell people in business all the time, what problem are you solving? That's the thing. That's the key. Does it solve a problem? Does what you're interested in doing solve the problem? I know one thing, that these stevia, when I started stripping them off them stems, became easier. Solve the problem. Strip the stem. Is there a machine? There probably is. Something they use to strip the stem, right? It's probably something as soon as they some equipment, some agricultural equipment, because if I'm growing it, somebody's growing it as a crop, as a crop that they sell, right? Um, and when I find the thing that grows well, really well in my yard, like next year, I might just do all hibiscus roselle, because my yard it just loves to grow trees, and it loves to grow hibiscus roselle. It's got the right soil. I don't know what it is, but every time I've ever grown it, the trees get 9 and 10 feet tall. Crazy. Somebody just texted me. Let me see. Make sure. Yep, cute pets. Oh, my husband was warning me that the rain was coming. Yep, I already got wet. Oh, I guess he was telling me because of the chickens. But I got them inside too, because they was about to be soaked. See the rain. Hear the rain coming. They just want to get in their little house and stay dry. They're like, Mama, you forgot about us. You left us out here in the rain. I didn't do it on purpose. That's the second time though. I don't see, they be out in the playground now. That's why. Y'all see all of this? Isn't this just wonderful? Look at all of this. This is today's harvest of stevia. I'm gonna dehydrate all of it and put it in, make a powder form, and then I'm gonna dry some of the leaves as well. To just, like I said, I'm gonna try putting it inside of my drinks and let it sit in my water and see how it does, because it's powerfully sweet, and I want to see if I can use it even over agave, because that's store bought, and if I can minimize me having to buy it, then I need to make sure I have what I need to make my own syrup. Look at that. That's beautiful. I hate it. That's a beautiful plant. Look at this. I probably can put these in some water and they will keep growing. I might try it. I might just try it. I could probably put these in some water and they would keep growing. Y'all want me to try it and see? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can grow it in a vase. It's probably going to not work for very long, because most things get kind of algae molded at the bottom, but we're going to try and see. We're going to put these in some water and see what happens, because they still got growing power. This, I have to stand up. This chair makes my legs go numb. Whew. Those bars, chair bar, those stools with the bars on them, bar stools. They're not the most comfortable chairs. in the world. Look at that one. I'm about to try it. I am about to try something new. Yep. I'm gonna try. That definitely looked like it was about the flour. We're gonna take that one off. Yep. I'm still here. What y'all talking about down there? Anybody got any questions? Y'all have any questions? I've already been live, so my folks is probably like, she back. All right. This chair is really hurting my leg. But look, this is all the stevia. I need y'all to see that. Look. That's today's harvest. And it's going to take me a while to dry it because I only have 5 trays. I only have 5 trays on my dehydrator, but I have a freeze dryer too. But I don't want to freeze dry them. I just want to dehydrate them. Anyway, I guess I better go ahead and get busy putting them on these trays. Y'all have any questions? Hey, Carmen, thank you for coming in. But you know what I'm about to do, Virginia? I'm about to put some in some water right now. Just to see if it will make the water sweet. Like, I'm going to let it sit in there. I'm going to let it sit in the water. Make me some lemonade. How about that? Make some good old lemonade. And I'm going to put some of these, diffuse the water with some of the stevia and see if it works. That's how you do it. It might work. Hey, Carmen. It just might work. So I'm going to put a couple of these leaves. See? I'll put a couple of these leaves in there. 1, 2, 3. I'm only putting 3 because this stuff is really strong. I told y'all that it had a terrible aftertaste because it was so daggone sweet. So I don't want to put a lot in there, but I want to see what it does. Because it could just be that's all I have to do is diffuse my water with it and then put in my tea. Or I could, another way would be to put it inside the tea when you make it, because the tea is gonna get warm, and so you can find. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to experiment to see how well it works. Okay, see how well it works. It's about to fall. I know it. It's about to fall. It's not gonna stay. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna try, and I will certainly let you all know how it turns out. Okay. I appreciate you all coming over here. I appreciate your engagement and